What's up? What's up? We'll get started here very shortly. I just hit the live button, so I am going to give people a minute to come in because I have something really good to share with you today. Really good. Really good. It's really something to think about. We're going to look at something on charts that I found right before I hopped on the live stream. You're going to want to stick around and see it. What's up, Jason? Be sure to hit those likes. As soon as we get up to 500 likes, we'll get started. Adjust my light here. Yeah, I got something really good to share with you today. It's really something to chew on, okay? You're going to really be sure to stick around. You are going to want to see this today. Yum. Yeah, as soon as we get to 500 likes, we'll get started. I think I have everything set up. I spent about an hour or so. I was going to go live about an hour ago. And then I started playing around with the charts, really wanting to set this up for a presentation for you guys today. You're going to be do not go anywhere. You are definitely going to want to see this. That's for sure. Be sure to hit the follow button and the notification bell if you haven't. And be sure to follow me on my backup account, Daily Wealth Bull. Okay. All right, we are over 500 likes. We're going to get started. It's very important to hit that notification bell because you want to be on these things at the beginning. Because now I'm going to start my presentation with you. Look at this. So these two blue lines right here, everything I'm going to show you has to do with these two blue lines. Why are they there? What do they mean? What's the correlation? We're going to get to that. What we're looking at here, this is total 3. Minus Tether, minus USDC, minus DAI. Total 3 is the total crypto market cap of altcoins. It's the altcoin total market cap. And I subtracted Tether and USDC and DAI, right? So it is just altcoins. I got rid of the stable coins, okay? So this is what we're looking at, right? And here we are today, right? Here we are today. And this particularly goes back to December 17th, 2018. So we have this area. This was basically, by the way, this was really about the top of Bitcoin right here in that part, or excuse me, about the bottom of Bitcoin, roughly in this area. And then we had a run up here. We'll get into all that. Here's where we were in the last bull cycle. And here we are down here, really trading pretty sideways, right? You see this range right here? I'm going to get to what I'm going to show you. You're definitely going to want to stick around. Do not leave. We had this upper range, lower range. We're kind of making lower lows. We're certainly making lower highs, right? Here was the Luna collapse and then our bounce out of it. Then we made a lower low, and now we've made a lower high. Question is, if we haven't made a lower low, right? This whole thing is total altcoin market cap. I took out the stable coins, so it really is pretty much just altcoins. So that's that movement here. Let me add in another chart on top of it. We are going to look at Bitcoin dominance. What does that mean, right? So we're looking at the altcoin market cap. This right here is the Bitcoin dominance chart, meaning what percentage of the total crypto market cap does Bitcoin take up, right? If the total crypto market cap, everything combined, is 1 trillion and Bitcoin is at 500 billion, that means Bitcoin's dominance would be 50%, right? 500 billion out of 1 trillion is 50%. That's what dominance is. As you can see, over time, we've really gone down in dominance. Back here, we were all the way up to about 72%. You see that right there? And you can see it really took off. Bitcoin dominance did, right? I'm saying all this to lay the groundwork to really show you what I'm going to show you. Tap those likes. Feel free to just always tap those likes. I love seeing those hearts come in and that number go up. Let's get up to at least 1,000. So Bitcoin dominance was down, right? April 2019, right? It was down here to about 53%. And then it went from 53% to basically 62%, right? So what is that? That's about a 40% gain. But 53 to 72, yeah, it is. But I mean, from 53 to 72, that means it's about a 40% gain, okay? So that went up, not 72 minus 53, right? It's 53 divided by 20, which gives us about 40%. So it went all the way up here, but you can see in that time frame when dominance was going up, the altcoin market cap was also going up. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what Bitcoin price was doing. We'll get to it. Let's fast forward to today. What do we have here? We have altcoins going down. Well, let's actually go to right here, right? As you can see, from that point on, Bitcoin dominance continues to go down, okay? And altcoin market cap goes up. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? When was that? Oh, March 2020. Oh, that's interesting, right? So that goes up, makes a top here in about May of 2021, comes down, bounces back up. We get our top in November 21. And Bitcoin dominance really stays down here in this range between 48 and about 40, right? Really stays in that range right there. And now here we are today. I have this blue line. We're going to get to this. You don't want to go anywhere. Believe me, I'm just laying the groundwork so you can really understand what I'm going to show you. Because what I found today is pretty goddamn interesting for today, which is this blue line. How does it correlate to back here? Well, let's add something else. Let's add the Bitcoin price. So now this yellow line is here. Bitcoin price, right? Bitcoin was down here. Let's go to this blue line now. Look at this. So Bitcoin dominance was going up. Bitcoin price was really going sideways, right? It made a top here, and then it came up and made a second top. But altcoins were bleeding. The altcoin market cap was dropping. That's interesting. Everything is going up or sideways, except for altcoins are bleeding at this point. Even dominance has a little bit further to go. Very interesting. Let's add one more piece to the puzzle. We're going to add in Tether. Tether market cap. Really, it's Tether dominance is what it is. It's Tether dominance. So as you can see here, that's the blue line. Now, well, the light blue. So let's go to this blue line right here that I laid out back here in August 5th of 2019. By the way, we're almost around that date, aren't we? We're within a month of that, a little less than a month. So Bitcoin dominance had been going up for quite a while. Hit this, came down, bounced up a little bit more as altcoins bled. And Bitcoin price didn't really go up anymore, right? Bitcoin price went sideways, made a top and kind of a double top. But dominance went up a little bit, but altcoins went down. Look at Tether. Tether down here makes a higher low. Interesting. So what have we had? We've had Bitcoin dominance make a big run and then have a little bit of juice left. Altcoins have been bleeding. Price hasn't really changed. It's going sideways after a nice run up. And Tether is starting to take on a bigger percentage of total crypto market cap. Let's fast forward to over here. What do we have going on? Okay, dominance is going up. Check. Altcoin market cap bleeding. Check. Right, there was the top. It's been bleeding. How about the yellow line? That's Bitcoin price going sideways. What do we have here? Going sideways. What about Tether? Tether starting to go up, making higher lows. What do we have for Tether? Oh shit, going up, making higher lows. Uh-oh, what happened to Bitcoin price after this moment? Because what has Bitcoin done? Bitcoin has made really a double top right here. That's where we're at. See that? Double top, double top. Altcoins bleeding, altcoins bleeding. Tether going up, Tether going up. Dominance, Bitcoin dominance going up after a long run. Dominance going up after a long run. Interesting. So what I think is going to happen, here, what this shows me, if it correlates the same way, and why are we looking at all this? Why are we looking at all these things? What do these have to do? We're going to come back to it. Don't go anywhere. What does this have to do with the price of rice in China? Well, when you look at the crypto market, right, it's broken into several buckets. There's Bitcoin, there's altcoins, and there's stable coins, right? That basically encompasses all of crypto. Fair? So the way money moves, and then we add it all together, by the way, that gives you the entire total crypto market cap. But that total crypto market cap is broken into those segments: Bitcoin, altcoins, and stablecoins. Okay? What about Ethereum? Well, currently in this market cap, Total 3 subtracts that altcoin market cap we're looking at. It takes Ethereum out. So Ethereum is not even included in this chart. Could I put it in there? Sure, but I'm not gonna, because I think that it would only, I see it as better as not. So when money moves around in the crypto market via the crypto market cap, right? If it's moving into Bitcoin, out of Bitcoin, into stablecoin, out of stablecoin, into altcoin, out of altcoin, it tells you what the market is thinking and feeling and planning, etc. Does that make sense? This is so important. This is so important. Don't just leave here and go watch some cat video. If you really care about this stuff, what I'm sharing with you is pretty higher level stuff for you to really understand, right? If you're just thinking, is XRP going to go up tomorrow? Come to the adult table here. Come to the adult table. I'm showing you some higher level shit here. Let me take a sip. So, what happened? What happened back? What happened back here? What happened after this? This was a really nice run up in Bitcoin altcoins. It lasted really from about February of 2019 to roughly, you could say June, August. What happened to us? When did we start running up? Well, we started running up in January, and right now it's July. So what was this, right? We're going down here, early February to late June, early August. Well, that's about the same time frame, isn't it? Even almost the exact same months. That's interesting. And what are we doing here, right? I think Bitcoin, so my best guess is that we kind of see a play out of this again. I think we'll probably see dominance go up just a little bit more, because right now dominance is at 51.4. I think we'll see it get somewhere around 52, maybe 53, maybe. I think that we will continue to see altcoins bleed, because also another thing to look at altcoins back here where this blue line is. See that low? Look it came down to that support level. Where are we at right now? There's the low. There we are around that support level, right? You see that? About the same thing. Shit. Except for we did make a higher high here. We made a lower high here, right? A little bit lower high, which doesn't actually make me feel better about it at all. Dominance rising a lot. Bitcoin price rising, but yet really making kind of a double top. What do you got for Bitcoin price down here? Double top. Oh, shit. Tether making higher lows. Tether making higher lows. Now we have that high to reference back here. We made a high and a higher high. So we made a high and a higher high, right? Look at this. Look really closely. We have a high, a lower high, then a higher high, but yet this high is still lower than that one. What do we have? High, lower high, higher high, but still lower than that one, making higher lows. And these blue lines, I think, based on history right here, I think this is exactly what's going on. So what happened afterwards? Well, altcoins broke that support and bled more. Bitcoin dominance also fell because Bitcoin price fell, but money went into stablecoins and took their profit. So Tether went up. So right now, Tether's on the uptrend. Dominance is also on the uptrend, right? Which it still was. Price for Bitcoin going sideways. Altcoins bleeding. So if altcoins, literally, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to set an alert. If altcoins break this, I'm going to put it about right here. I'm going to set an alert. I'm going to actually set an alert so I get notified on my phone. So I get a real-time notification on my phone and on my computer. If total 3, the way I set it up, crosses down below 165 billion. Because if that happens, we will have made a lower low. And I think that that's the beginning of this. And I would expect dominance to still go up some, but Bitcoin price to probably bleed and Tether going up. That's exactly what's going on right here. Do you guys see this? And think about everything else we have going on here. Think about the greater market. I'm just taking out my sandals. Think about the actual greater financial market and the stock market. Doesn't it seem like it should not be where it is? Doesn't it seem like it should all come down a lot more? Right? The S&P 500 sitting there flirting with 45, maybe 4,600, trying to get back to all-time high. even though inflation still sucks, but whatever. But the Fed interest rate's so goddamn high. We're starting to see a weakening in the job market. It's still strong, traditionally speaking, but it's starting to finally tick down. Housing is still at literally the most unaffordable it's ever been, right? We have other countries like Germany and some others in the Eurozone battling massive inflation and dealing with recession now, true recession, right? And we see other countries starting to crumble, which you'll start to see that. You'll start to see other countries weaken before the U.S. The U.S. is not the first one to crumble or weaken. It's usually the last because we are the world reserve currency. So when I look at all this, I saw this morning as I was diving through here, really looking around trying to find some correlation to historical price data and charting to see, okay, what's going on here? Because when I look at these, it might look like a bunch of squiggles to you, but this is market behavior, human behavior going on. And what do humans do? What do humans do? Do humans change and really do things different over time? Or do we just keep repeating the same things over and over and over? It's just that the names and stories change. What do you think? Drop in the comment. What do you think? Do humans really change their behavior? Or do the names and stories just kind of change, but we keep doing the same things? Please do interact. And hit the follow button and the notification bell. Whatever it is, notification button, whatever it is, okay? Because when I start these streams, you want to be on here at the beginning, so you want to get notified. Same things, no, control of power is about to change. Maybe it is, maybe it does. Are they going to do anything different than the other regimes that have been in power throughout the history of civilization? No, I don't think so. Thanks for the heart, Kwame. History rhymes. That's a good way to put it. It rhymes, right? What do they say? The most dangerous words in investing is this time is different. Well, when I see the setup here and I see the money moving around, Bitcoin dominance going on a really long run after being very down, a year to a year and a half, about a year and a half post bull market, truly in a bear market, altcoins getting a run, dominance getting a run, Bitcoin getting a run, Tether dropping, and then the shifts start happening, right? Because look at this. Let me correlate to this too. Let me show you something. Thank you, Mumble. Look at this, right? See, as Tether dominance back here starts going down, and it comes down here to a peak, Bitcoin starts going up. Then Tether bounces, but altcoins are running up like crazy, right? Altcoins are running up, buddy. Bitcoin's running up. Tether's going down, right? Making lower highs and lower lows until we get to this point where it makes its first higher low. And that is that double top of Bitcoin. Altcoins have already started to bleed. And they are failing, right? They're making a true head and shoulder pattern right there. Interesting. Head and shoulder pattern. What do we have going on with altcoins? Well, we don't have a head and shoulder pattern, but we do have a double top, right? See that and that. That's the red and green candles. Top, double top. This looks like a pretty bearish formation to me. This obviously looked like a bearish formation to me with the head, the shoulder, the head, the shoulder, and a double top is another bearish formation. You could say that Tether is maybe making a head and shoulder here. All right, I have to be open to all possibilities. Maybe Tether's making a head and shoulder here, and maybe it collapses, dominance, altcoins, Bitcoin go up. That would be the other side of this. If you see Tether, if I see Tether probably drop below this level, that would be pretty bullish for Bitcoin and altcoins. And if it dropped below this level, that would be very bullish for Bitcoin and altcoins, okay? And I would expect to see, obviously, the green and the altcoin total 3 here go up, dominance, the orange, go up, and Bitcoin go up as Tether goes down. So if that happens, that's what happens. But to me, when I look at this section and this cross section, as opposed to the way things are playing out, right? Altcoin got this head and shoulder, bearish formation, double top, bearish formation. But again, Tether also has a potential head and shoulder forming. So I have to consider that, right? But You could also say that we're coming down. So interesting. I don't know. That's one variation that I'm really looking at. We'd also say Bitcoin's making a double top, which it made back here as altcoins were bleeding, as dominance continued to rise, and Tether went up. Tether going up, dominance going up, price going up, altcoins bleeding after this point right here. This was right here, probably about right here. Altcoins tried, they failed. So to me, this blue line and that blue line look very, very similar to me in terms of what's going on. They're about the same time. They're about the same time in the bear cycle, about a year and a half after the top of the bull market, literally, like almost to the day, almost to the exact time frame. And couple that with everything else going on in the greater financial markets, my probabilities lean that we are going to have a pullback. Am I sure of this? No. But I'm just saying when I look at all of that, that's what I see. How do I get the buy-sell signals? That's my own custom indicator. You got to be a member of my Lever Atlas group if you want to get it. You get the buy-sell signals and the momentum waves. That's my indicator. If you want to join that, click the link in the TikTok bio, and you can join right here. You also get access to my private Discord and my most advanced trading course. Like this is my private Discord over here, right? Here's a trade I dropped in here for Ape that we did really well on. I got in at about $1.85, closed it. Here's our profit board. And where's my Ape trade? There's my Ape trade. Not bad there. Making some good, but you get all that if you want to join any of that. Pull back to what price? Who knows? Who knows, right? But I'm just looking at all of it, and the probabilities when I look at the setup, right? I'm looking at the setup, and it just seems. Plus, let me show you on the Lever Atlas momentum indicator. Let me show you another piece to add to this puzzle. You see, all right, as even though price is going up here for Bitcoin, you see momentum is really just going down. This is on the weekly time frame. Momentum seems to be flowing down. Money flow, that's this green here, flowing down. Now it's red, negative money flow. So you still see it coming down, and money flow hasn't really gone very red. We are potentially made a higher low here, right? But we also made a higher price low, so that's not really a divergence. To me, things still just look like maybe they got one more leg down. That's what it looks like. And as we go back here, now the indicator only goes so far. It was above the zero zone, right? And we're coming up from a bottom, from a low there, though, so that's a little bit different. Whereas it was on the downswing from there, almost at the zero where I drew this line, so that's a little different. We did have a sell signal come in. We had a sell signal come in there, okay? Look at that. I mean, almost, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. We're a few more than that, but we did have a sell signal come in, and we had it come in here too. And these things are, by my measurement, typically are a little over 70% accurate on price direction. Plus, I have momentum going down. I have the setup going on here. To me, like, things just look... I have a hard time seeing things go higher than where they are right now. It looks to me like, at best, we go sideways, but I think we're in for some kind of pullback to attract in, well, really to test our support, right? Because on pullbacks, guys like me buy, right? And people much bigger than me, right? Because we're trying to dollar cost average at the lowest, at the best values, given the environment. And how far could it drop? I don't know. We've had Luna, we've had FTX. Again, I stand the same I've said for quite a while. I think the greater financial markets, like the stock market, the economies, etc., the global market, I think that that's the biggest thing that can affect crypto. And so I've been paying way more attention to that than price charts on crypto. With that said, I look at price charts, but I hypothesize, okay, what could lead to this setup that I'm seeing? What could lead to the outcome? Yes, I use a Ledger Nano X. That is what I use. Did you guys get all this? Because this is, if you understand the way the pieces of the market and the people in the market behave, right? If you understand that and what their actions are based on based on data, you will be far better off. You know, a day or two ago, I did a live stream, and I was showing how to use these types of things to really give us a good idea of when the top of a bull market is. Pretty valuable, wouldn't you say? Matt says, so what's the next support level? For what? For Bitcoin? For altcoins? For Tether? For what? I did draw a support line for altcoins at 165 billion for the altcoin market cap, right? So that's all altcoins minus Ethereum, minus Tether, minus the stable coins, right? Well, what's the next support zone for Bitcoin? I mean, the strongest support zone to watch is probably around 25,000. That's probably the strongest one. After that, you know, somewhere between 24 and 26. That's why I say 25. Probably about 24 and a half to 25 and a half to get real specific. That's the next support zone. If you see Bitcoin go below 24, it will be in a downtrend. But when I see this setup here, I mean, you ask me questions about this. I want to make sure that you guys understood what I showed you here today. Ask me questions or tell me something that helps me understand if you understood what I went over here or not. Because it's so important to look at the market in terms of segments, right? You got the total crypto market cap, but then you got Bitcoin market cap. You have altcoin market cap and stablecoin market cap. Those three things make up the total crypto market cap. And those are the three levers moving around in the market. And as those three things, Bitcoin market cap, altcoin market cap, and stablecoin market cap, as those three knobs, levers, whatever you want to call them, shift around, that is telling you what the market is doing, how they're feeling, and what's probably going to come next. Thanks, Jack. Is your Yield Wizard course similar to staking? There is some staking in it. There's some staking in it. It would be crazy to see 20. I assume you mean Bitcoin price. That's a big drop from where it is now. Not really. I basically expect Bitcoin to come back to 25, 26. That's my highest probability. I can't be certain of anything, right? But I just sit and look at the probabilities, and the probability tells me Bitcoin's probably gonna pull back, because it's just been fighting with that 30,000. I think it's gonna come down to about 26. I think that I have a very high probability on that. I'd say 80+%. Not a certainty. I don't work in certainties. I work in probabilities. Black swan price, that's not even something worth talking about or considering, because we can't anticipate that. You know, we can't come up with that. And you're thinking about the wrong things. You have to look at what's here, what the market is presenting in front of you. Because let me ask you guys, because I know most of you haven't been around in crypto as long as I have. That's just statistics. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe there will be another bull market? Put a 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's good today. Jack says 2. Jack, I appreciate your support. I'm not sure if you don't think there's going to be another bull market. Like, you should. We could be wrong, but you should probably find somewhere else to invest. If you don't think there's going to be another bull market, then there's no reason to really, invest in something you think is just going to go down. In my opinion, a personal financial advice, a lot of ones. I agree. Mostly because of the halving, because of the adoption of the technology, because of the use and fundamentals of the technology, just makes all the sense to me. So, in the next bull cycle, right, and conservatively, what do you think Bitcoin will get to? Conservatively. What do you think Bitcoin will get to in the next bull cycle? $100K, 125, 40, 100 to 120, 87, 100, 125, 90, 60, 85, 89, 70, 500. Jack, what? 125, 85. So it looks like most people are somewhere around 100,000. And that's where I'm at too. And I've used charts, price data, general data to project a highest probability range. And it looks to me like the highest probability range for Bitcoin is somewhere between 80 and 120. Right in the middle would be 100. Okay. How certain are you of that? Do you feel real strong conviction? Or do you, like for me, do I feel strong conviction? I feel certain. That's me. I feel certain. And my behavior that I do, regardless of anything else that happens, reflects that certainty that I have. My behavior tells the truth. My words, men lie, women lie. Behavior doesn't lie. Have you ever seen someone do something contradictory to what they said? We all do it. And it's very important for each of us to understand that we constantly lie to ourselves. But our actions are the truth. Our behavior is the truth. And when I look at these charts and I show you what I showed you today, that's behavior. That's not words. That's not people talking. That is behavior. So, Bitcoin's at 30K. If you believe, well, let me ask you this. Bitcoin gets to 100K. What time frame do you believe, conservatively, that Bitcoin will get to 100K? How long from now? Days, weeks, months, years? Tell me, drop in the comments, how long do you believe it will take for Bitcoin to get to 100K? Alex says 2025, 3 days. 2040, late 24, mid 25, year and a half to two, 1.5 to 2025, 2030, year and a half. Looks like most people think roughly year and a half to 2 years. That's the camp I'm in too. I see some people putting 2030. Well, here's my next question. Okay. Again, I'm only doing all this to really get you to know if you really believe that or not. Because what did we determine? Do our words tell the truth, or does our behavior tell the truth? Now, my behavior says that I believe, I have strong conviction that Bitcoin will get to 100K in the next 2 years. Why? Because I look at 30K and I don't think I'm going to wait to buy till it goes lower. I don't do that. Where many people that come on these live streams, I don't know if it's you or not, but many people that come on here are constantly wondering, is the price going to go lower? And they're not buying anything, and they haven't been buying anything. That tells me that no matter what they say, their behavior is that they don't really believe this. Because if I think something's going to be 100K in the next 2 years, and I can get it right now at 30, I'm more scared that it's going to go to 40 or 50 or 60. I'm not scared if it goes to 20 or 10. I'll just buy more. Because I feel the only thing I can feel most certain about, most confident about, is that Bitcoin's going to get to 100K in the next couple years. So my behavior reflects that. Does yours? Not that I'm saying I'm right and you're wrong, not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is it's important for all of us to know the truth about ourselves. You know? That thing tilted? Oh, one of my things kind of fell here. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that. So I just say all that. Not to judge anybody, not to make anyone feel bad. It's just that I lie to myself all the time, and I don't know it. That's what we do as humans. We say things that we think are true, that we consciously believe, but then when it comes to action, our behavior says something completely different. It's just important to know thyself. And I'm not here to talk you into crypto. I'm not here to tell you I'm right, you're wrong. I'm just here to tell you what I think and why, and you do whatever you want to do with it. Can you book a phone call? I don't currently do those. If you do want to come a little further into my world, I do have a private Discord for Lever Atlas members. I have a private group called Lever Atlas. If you want to check that out, you can click the link in my TikTok bio and you can join it right here. You get the private Discord, you get my most advanced course on trading, and you get my indicator, which is the buy-sell signals and the momentum waves. And here, a little taste of the Discord. Here's our profit board. And here's the actual Discord over here. I dropped that trade I was doing. We're sitting here dropping other things. We're having conversations with each other. And everyone in here is very, very serious. This isn't a super noisy Discord, right? Not a super noisy Discord, right? Because we're not coming in there just to talk shit and waste time, and we have better things to do. But if we have real things we see or real questions, we go in there. And typically, I answer most people's questions. But it's an extremely powerful community. If you've never been part of a paid Discord, it is 10,000 leagues above any public Discord you've ever been in, because the people and the behavior in it is extremely different. But if you're newer to trading, let me ask quick, I guess, since we're on it, is anyone in here interested in learning more about crypto trading or DeFi? Put a 1 in the chat if you are. A lot of ones coming in. So if you guys want to learn more, I put together a couple things to show you basically everything I know. Not everything I know, because how could you possibly do that? But go over here to dailycryptobull.com. Take a screenshot if that helps you, or you can just go there now, but at least take a screenshot. The first thing I have here, this is all about crypto trading, right? I spent 3 months making this masterclass. It's a 2.5-hour class. It's fantastic. And then I also have this course that comes along with it, the Trading Fundamentals course. I used to sell it for $300. Shows you how we profit when price goes down, how we earn crypto when price goes up and down without spending money. It's beginner friendly, right? If you're super advanced in trading, this isn't for you. But if you're newer to it and interested in learning more and growing the skill, the active skill of crypto trading, this is something to definitely consider. All right. None of this is get rich quick. This is all about getting skills, leveling up your tool set, etc. And the other things, so this is crypto trading. And then down here, the Yield Wizard course, this is DeFi. They're all videos, step-by-step, newbie-friendly. You get instant access to all of this, by the way, and they're all yours to keep forever, okay? So these videos, these are, to me, unless you're a DeFi master, you should definitely get this, in my opinion. Because I have videos here that are step-by-step, right? You click the buttons and you're done, and then you're passively earning these kinds of yields on these coins in these coins, right? So say the Ape one, for example, right? You follow the video, it's about 20 minutes, you click a few buttons and you're done. And then every day you're earning ApeCoin, not 60% a day, that's 60% a year. But nonetheless, if you got 100 Ape, turn it into 160 by doing this thing one time, right? Turn it into 160 over the next year. Pretty great, especially since I think ApeCoin is going to get somewhere between $100 and $300 in the next cycle. That 60 Ape right there, I estimate to be worth about $6,000 to $18,000 alone. Okay. And then I show you how to earn Atom, how to earn ETH. This one's really interesting because have you ever heard the saying, the house always wins? Well, here you get to be the house, right? You actually literally fund the house. You put dollars in and you get a percentage of the fees that go on in there paid to you in Ethereum. I earn roughly about 30% on my dollars paid to me in Ethereum, and I got a few others in here too. I've used hundreds of DeFi protocols, right? There's only a handful that I really use now after all my experience. And you get to see them all here along with videos. And they're very inexpensive. They're only 20 bucks each or 35 bucks for the whole bundle, right? I'll be raising the price on that soon. And then as an add-on, if you ever wondered how to set up a crypto portfolio, which is a very important thing to know, I have this down here too. dailycryptobull.com. And if you go through the masterclass, by the way, you get a discounted rate to join Lever Atlas. You get a discounted offer to join Lever Atlas if you go through here first. Welcome to Fresh. There's some staking in there, but that's such a general term, right? I've used hundreds of DeFi protocols, most of which are absolute trash or scammy, or their yields they have set up, they're not real, stuff like that. There's so many pitfalls, so many traps, but it's a very, very, very important, very valuable thing, DeFi. But you got to know how to assess projects. You got to know what's real, what's not, and it's got to be worth your time, right? Worth your investment, I guess, right? So there's only a handful that I use that I feel actually safe with and that are worth my time and worth me putting my crypto in them, right? With that being said, most of my crypto sits on my ledger, right? I have a small percentage in my trading account that I trade with, and then I have, depending on the coin, right, I have that sitting in these few DeFi protocols I use. So if, and to me, sure, you learn all this, and that's great. You get involved in these things. But now, if you've never done DeFi, and now you have something holding your hand, walking you through it, showing you how to use it, and getting rid of all the shit you'd have to go through. Imagine all the time and money and effort and frustration I had to go to get to this point. I didn't have any teachers. You just get to go right to where I am. Can you do something about the fee for me? I cannot. No. Most people don't hesitate to drop 20 bucks on a beer at a football game, and that is less than worthless. I'm going to be raising the price on this soon. So no, I can't. One of the most common messages I get from people after they get it is they say this: I cannot believe you only charge $20 or $40, whatever they paid for it, because I have a sale going on right now. It's worth thousands of dollars. They say that to me over and over. And the other most common is, oh my God, I wish I knew this sooner. I've missed out on earning so much, right? Every day that goes by, you could be using these, right? Every day that goes by, you're not using them, You're not earning on them. So anyways, but your decision. You do whatever you want to do. Nick gives a laugh out loud. Yeah. What else do you guys want to talk about? I shared something pretty valuable with you today about where I think we are in this current market, laying out some pretty good points. Let me get a sip here. About breaking down the entire crypto market into basically three pieces. You have Bitcoin, you have altcoins, and you have stablecoins. And how each of those three segments behave at any given time tells you what's going on in the market and gives you a good insight as to what's likely to happen. Thanks, Mumble. Oh, I didn't predict Shiba. I didn't predict Shiba. I appreciate the kind words there. Hold on. My dog is... What's going on?
I don't know. He needs to go potty right now. He can go now. I don't know.
Just take him out. He doesn't go fast. My dog was just making a he doesn't make noise. So if he's making noise, he doesn't make noise. He's an old dog, doesn't make noise. If he makes noise, especially noise like that, I have no clue what's going on there. Yeah, but I didn't predict Shiba. I can't predict a meme coin. I mean, if you go look at my crypto portfolio secrets guide, I basically break my investments into 8 buckets, and percentages are different in each bucket. You got the blue chip bucket, which is Bitcoin and ETH. Half my portfolio is sitting in that bucket. And then you got like a DeFi bucket, you got a layer 1 bucket, you got a layer 2 bucket, you have a meme coin bucket. I put a very small percentage of like less than 1% of my portfolio into meme coins. I don't play it. I just don't play that game, right? I'd rather get the more. I want to gamble as little as possible, right? So when I'm buying ETH or Bitcoin, that doesn't really seem like a gamble to me. That seems like, in my opinion, like is close to. I feel extremely confident about my returns that I will get a very nice return on those, right? But I'm not looking to turn $1 into $1 million, which is what a lot of people are doing. And unfortunately, that's a mindset thing, and those people are and not that I'm not subject to it, right? I've just been around long enough that I know that just works out, 1 in a million times. So that's not really the probabilities I want to play with. But I'll buy a little meme coin, like the ones that are on my radar. I mean Pepe, but it's still like a $500 million market cap. So with that said, Pepe could still do 100x from here. I mean, Shiba went to about 45 billion under a $3 trillion market cap, and I expect the next crypto market cap to be somewhere around 8 trillion. So Pepe could do 100x from here. But I'd rather buy it lower. Because it doesn't do anything, and I don't play that game. Turbo is one that I really like. Turbo was another one that really popped off in that little meme coin thing that happened a bit ago. The masterclass is about 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Unless I edited it down. It's been a while since I watched it because I've edited, because I spent 3 months making it, and then after that I edited it some. I feel like it's around 2 hours. I'd have to double check. Days before 10x. Yeah, I mean 10x, but also something that I talked about a couple days ago when I was on here. Let me get a sip. Is when you see meme coins pop off. That's typically the time that you need to get the fuck out of everything. Let me show you an example. Thanks, Zach. Let me add something in here. Let's add in SHIB. Let me go to a different chart for it though. Let me go to Bitcoin here. Let's go to the weekly. Check this out. You're going to want to see this. Let's add in the SHIB chart. Look at SHIB. SHIB was down here, September, at, that number, 5 zeros and a 7. And then it shoots up from September to November to, at least a 10x there. I don't think it's doing justice. But look at the time frame. Like, look at this. Look at when it happens. It happens at basically the exact top of the market. Look at that. This is the Bitcoin price. This is the red and green. It happens at basically the exact top on when? October 25th. That is the signal. When you see something like that happen, it is time to get the F out. Don't believe me? Let me do something else. Let me get rid of this quick. Let me show you something else. Let me go back here a little bit. Let me add in Doge. Oh shit, look at that. Doge shot up just a little bit after the top. So on that one, usually when meme coins pop off, it's usually after the top of Bitcoin, because the top was April 12th right there, right? Got up to about 64,000, I think. right? And then, so that was April 19th. 2 weeks later, May 3rd, Doge comes out of nowhere. Look where Doge was back here. Doge had already started to take off, right? Doge was down here, March 29th at 5 cents, shot up to 32 cents, marking the top of Bitcoin, pulled back a little bit with Bitcoin, but then the market said YOLO and took off again as Bitcoin kept going down. When you see a meme coin pop off and Bitcoin going down, get the F out, home skillet. And really, you don't even need to do that. When you see a meme coin come out of obscurity and just take off like that, like, let me add in one more. Let me add SHIB in again, just so we can see them both now. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at the correlation. There was the first top, Doge. Let me hide this. Yeah, sell signal, just nail it too. Look at these signals. That one's actually a winner. You can call it a loser though, but it is a winner. Big winner, big winner, big winner, big winner. You can call that one a loser. Big winner. Maybe that's a loser. Winner, winner, loser. We're already in a winner on that one. Anyways, I digress. Doge happened 2 weeks after, right? Made its top, but it already had this meteoric rise kind of out of obscurity. Doge, you may think Doge, oh yeah, we knew about Doge back then. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Doge was unknown by most people back here. And then it takes off. It's like, what's Doge? Holy shit. Oh, Doge. And Doge just hanging around ever since because some people made money or they're hoping for the glory days of maybe they'll get that opportunity again, but they don't understand market cap. And then down we go. And then Doge doesn't get back up, keeps making lower highs. SHIB is the new one to come in, and it peaks right 2 weeks before Bitcoin. So it actually peaked before. Doge was a little after. SHIB was a little before. Interesting, don't you think? But with that said, Bitcoin, right before SHIB took off, got to 67. What did that do? Oh, that went past the previous all-time high, which was, 5-6 months prior. Oh, it shot past, and then Shiba took off. And then Bitcoin had just a little bit more juice left to get to almost 69 as SHIB was dropping like crazy. This is what meme coins do. When you see meme coins take off, this is what I was talking about the other day. What I was talking about the other day was that the way the market behaves, right? You'll see the behavior on the charts. Not one chart. You got to put them together and see what the story is. And that's how I started this stream today, showing you, breaking the entire crypto market cap into 3 buckets. Bitcoin as a bucket, altcoins as a bucket, and stable coins as a bucket. And as they move around and take up more or less of the total crypto market cap, it tells you what the market is thinking and doing. You know what it is? It's a vital. It's a vital, right? When you check someone's heart rate, their blood pressure, their EKG, their ECG, their eyesight, these are all vitals, right? Their breath rate, their heart rate, those are all signs of vitals. Those are vitals to tell you what is the status, what is the status of this human, of this person. Well, when you put these things together, it tells us the status of the market. Hit the shit out of that like button if you're digging what I'm saying. Sure to hit the follow button and notification bell. Let me bring you one further with meme coins. Let's zoom in a bit more to here. Let me get rid of these actually. I already showed you that SHIB and Doge, they came out of relative obscurity. Most people had no idea what those coins were until they popped off like that. But let me show you something else. We had this nice move here, right? See this nice move? We were all the way down here, January of this year, and then we've had this nice run up, and we're meeting resistance here at this level, right? At this level in here, okay? Strong resistance here. Let me show you something. We're going to add in Pepe. He's cracking. Okay, well, you weren't around long enough. I don't want to use that one now. Let me show you how Pepe responded in this newest. Did Gemini have it around? Well, I wish it would show Pepe back here. I want to get rid of this one too. Check this out. Maybe I can do this. Here we go. Look at this. Pepe. Obscurity. Let me ask you. Had you heard of Pepe coin before it shot up to to about $1 billion market cap? Had you heard of Pepe before the past month or so? Had you ever heard of Pepe coin? I mean, it was new. But until it shot up, you didn't hear about it. Once you start hearing about it, don't fucking buy it. Don't do that. But not financial advice. Do whatever you want to do. I'm talking to myself here. Because he heard about it, it's over. So let me show you what happened to price. Let me actually turn this into the daily because it'll tell the story a little bit better. Here's Pepe down here. The first instance we have of price is April 19th. April 19th. Okay, look at that. And it was whatever the fuck that number is, six zeros and a 27, roughly. And it went down a little lower. And then it starts taking off. Boom. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Tell me if this reminds you of anything. Tell me if this reminds you of anything. Let me pull this down. Pepe goes from down here, 6 zeros and a 2-3 to boom. 5 zeros and a 1, so it like 5x'd. Look at the candle. Right? Bitcoin had hit its relative top back here at about 31,000. Comes down. Pepe's still down. It starts rising. The market thinks, okay, here comes Bitcoin. Let's get crazy. Altcoins have pumped already a bunch. Altcoins have been going up and they've been going sideways, which we can add that in here too. And the last thing to go is meme coins. Boom. Spikes. And it spikes again. And then what happens? Everything tumbles. This is really the signal I'd be interested in is this one right here. I'd be more interested in this one. Is this rise? Because this one's typically going to happen after the top has already happened. This second bump, right? You saw that because I showed you what happened with Doge and SHIB. And then here we are. Pepe's bleeding. Pepe and Bitcoin have both gone up. Pepe's still way down here on some kind of bounce. Whatever. If Pepe comes back down to like that level, I'll be a buyer. Pepe's got to come down under 100 mil for me to even consider buying it from a market cap perspective. Let me show you the. Let me add in the altcoin market. Let's see how that goes. Check this out. I'm going to. Oh, they're not giving me the. Okay, whatever. Throw it in. New price scale. So look at this. This blue line is the altcoin market, right? Look at this. Bitcoin and altcoin market go up. Boom, boom, boom. Bitcoin bounces. That doesn't. Look at that right there. This is a telltale. They go up together, sideways together, up together, down together, then they diverge. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins do not. But you know what takes their place? Meme coins. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Let's get up to 10,000 likes. Tap the screen. You see this? How it moves together, right? Up, down, sideways, up, down, divergence. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go sideways. That's a divergence. That's a discrepancy in the market. But what happened is that the market got extra speculative and went into meme coins instead of altcoins. What's more risky, meme coins or altcoins? Drop in the comments. What's more risky, altcoins or meme coins? Right? Meme coins. So that brings me to the next part of everything. I started this whole thing off, this whole stream. Be sure to hit the follow button and the notification so you get notified when I go live, because it's important to be on these at the beginning of the stream to understand what I'm going to be showing you. We started this stream, again, I'm going to repeat it because I'm going to keep repeating, but repetition is the mother of all learning. I really want to get this in your head because it's something that took me a long time to learn, and I know how valuable it is. There's the total crypto market cap, and it's broken into three pieces: Bitcoin, altcoins, stablecoins. How those three things move around shows you the status. They're the vitals, right? Heartbeat, blood pressure, breath rate. They are the vitals of the market. You with me so far? And how those things are behaving relative to each other tells you the way the market is behaving, right? If I'm not looking at a person or watching them, but I'm just tracking their vitals, their heart rate, their breathing rate, their blood pressure, and I see a spike in pulse rate, a spike in breath rate, and blood pressure rising, I can start to think, oh, something has changed, right? Something has changed. Maybe that person's working out. Maybe that person's panicking. Maybe that person's lifting something heavy, which could be working out. But something changed, right? What's the normal rate? If I see breath rate spike up like crazy and pulse rate go down and blood pressure go down with increased breathing rate, oh, that's concerning. Because of the highest probability scenarios, that's not good, right? If I see blood pressure spike to a certain super high level, that's not good. We're looking at these as vital signs, these different charts, and putting them together to get the whole picture. So, next, right? So we got the total crypto market cap broken into three buckets: Bitcoin, altcoin, stablecoins. Here's the next piece of the puzzle for you. We're going to pull out altcoins. Altcoins. Are all altcoins created equal? No. Are some more risky or less risky than others? Is there a gigantic spectrum of risk in the altcoin market? Yep. Where do meme coins sit in that altcoin bucket in terms of risk? Where do they sit? I want to make sure you're paying attention. Drop in the comments. Where do meme coins? Meme coins are in the altcoin bucket. Where do they sit in terms of risk? Low risk, high risk, medium risk? Where are they at? I'm talking healthcare because I'm a doctor. I don't practice anymore. But I am Dr. Daily Crypto Bull. I have a doctorate. I was a healthcare physician. High risk. People are saying high risk, super high, very high, extremely high. Exactly. So think about the market, which are what? The market is people. Market is people behaving. If you're buying Bitcoin, let me ask you this. If you're buying Bitcoin, how do I ask this? I'll show you this. Let me show you something else. Here's a way that I can show it. I thought you were in real estate. I'm in a lot of things. I don't practice anymore. I haven't practiced for about 10 years. I pulled out my inner entrepreneur. Long story. I'll tell it another time. I've told it before, but I'll tell it again. Let me show you something. Look at this. This is the psychology of a market. Down here, if you're buying anything in disbelief or hope, or down here, when you're down here in the crypto market, right? If you're down here talking about the emotions of the market, the psychology of the market, when you're down here at this level, what are you most likely to buy? Hit the follow button notification if you haven't, because it's important to get on these at the beginning. When you're down there, if you're going to buy crypto, what are you most likely to buy? Drop in the comments. Let's get up to 10,000 likes, please. Like, every so often I'll pop on a Calvin Hill stream and I just see the likes, the hearts just constantly flooding in. And I think, I'm sharing as good, if not better information than him. Why aren't the hearts constantly flying in for me? Maybe I'm talking too much. People are paying too much attention. They can't tap the screen. I don't know. So when we're down there at the bottom of the market, People are saying, I see Bitcoin, everything, meme, alts, meme, XRP, Bitcoin or ETH, alts, Bitcoin. You're buying Bitcoin. When you're down there, you're buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. You're buying the lowest risk things in the market when you're down there. Okay? And the most people that are buying down there are more experienced, more sophisticated. They have the highest conviction, but they're also more experienced. So they're not trying to go out on the risk curve. Down here in that level, you are absolutely not buying meme coins. I'm not saying what you should do or shouldn't do. I am saying that the market is absolutely not buying meme coins. They are buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're buying the safest things in the market. So what's that going to do? Right? So the purchases they make reflect the state of the market. That's why we see Bitcoin dominance, right? The percentage that it takes up of the total market cap, that bucket up here, Bitcoin, altcoin, stablecoins, Bitcoin market cap is rising, or at least percentage of the total market cap is rising. See that bucket? Okay. Down there, you're buying Bitcoin and ETH. You're trying to be as low risk as possible because it's a risk off environment. Okay? That's what the market is doing. Now, let me ask you the next question. What are you buying up here in this zone? What are you buying in this zone? What are you buying in that zone? Drop in the comments. And please be real. Like, not you. Okay, what's the market doing? You're selling. Is that what the first time you got into crypto and prices were all high, were you selling? No. Typically, prices were high, and that brought you in, and you started buying, and then you got crashed on later. Let's be real. So up there at the top, meme coins. Because what you're doing, not just meme coins, your alts and meme coins, because when you get up there in that clear bullish environment, that's a risk on environment. So people go further out the risk curve. They take further risk because the potential reward is there. When you're in the lows of the market, not sure when it's going to end, not even sure what's going to survive, you're trying to be as low risk as possible. That's Bitcoin and Ethereum, and maybe some really large cap solidified alts, like say Polygon, stuff like that, okay? But you're not buying memes. You're not buying low cap stuff, because if you have any clue what's going on, you realize most of those projects won't even be around for the bull market. So you're not buying that shit. But when we're in the bull, when everything is just completely beyond in mania, in euphoria, going up, then you go further out the risk curve. That's why when I show you on the chart, let me flip it around again. Wrong chart. This is why we see what? We see Bitcoin price, that's the red and green, go up. You see altcoins go up. And at the end of it, as price is going sideways, you see a meme coin take off because it's at the far end of the risk spectrum. There's nowhere further to go. It's at the end of the road, the market. This is the end of the road because there's nothing else to put money in. There's nothing else worth it. Now it becomes apparently obvious that, we need to take profits. And look at how fast meme coins drop. This is Pepe. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go back and show you the Doge and SHIB again, for those of you that maybe had just tuned in. Check this out. There's Doge, right at the top of the market. What do you know? Let's pull up SHIB. Let's go with, how about that one? Wrong. I need to click this button. Hold on. Oh, look, the purple line. There's SHIB right at the top of the market. Here's Pepe right at the top of the market. Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think that's just a coincidence? No. Because markets do the same things over and over and over. It's just the names change. The prices change. The narratives change. But the behavior doesn't. Humans act the same as they have for thousands of years. Like dogs, they act the same. They're the domesticated. Wolves, bears, lions, deer, birds. They act the same as they've acted always. We are an animal. We act the same all the time. We do that. We're destined to repeat things over and over and over and over again. So when Pepe took off, if you guys were on here, I was saying that. I go, oh, wow, Pepe came out of nowhere. And so did Turbo and some other meme coins. I'm like, oh, well, that's the end of this shit, most likely. Because now we've moved far out on the risk curve. Now, when you look at Doge back here, you'll see it popped off at the first top, right? 64-ish, 65,000 roughly for Bitcoin. Okay? Popped off just a little bit past the top. Well, that's what Pepe did, just like Doge. So maybe we've just had a nice pullback. It's not that much of a pullback, though, right? We went from 31 to 25. It hit the fib. It hit the previous support. But that meme coin popping off like that gives me a lot of pause. And the general global financial system, the debt market, the economies. I mean, much of the Eurozone is basically in recession. Germany is. I think UK might be at this point. They definitely are having extremely bad inflation problems. I think the UK has like 10% inflation right now. America is doing the best, basically. But that doesn't mean shit, because it's coming. Where do I think we are at the moment? Crazy edits. Hit the follow button and the notifications so you get notified when I go live. Because when I start these streams, I commonly have a presentation. And to be here at the beginning really matters. I do have an assessment for where I think we currently are. And I showed it from the beginning and went through a whole presentation that I made. Based on the behavior of the market and its historical behavior based on very similar moments as we are right now. Dalex says what you showed us was golden. It was. Bye, crazy edits. All right, now that Crazy Edits is gone, I'll show you guys. I'll go back to show you where I think we are in the market. Look at this. This may look like a lot of mess to you. Let me hide a couple things. These blue lines, I think we're right here. This was the previous bear market cycle. Thank you, Julius. This right here that you see is total 3. So the altcoin market cap, which includes stable coins, but I took out these 3 stable coins. So this is basically just the altcoin market. It doesn't include Ethereum. Ethereum, Tether, DAI, and USDC are all taken out. So this is basically the real altcoin market. Okay. And here we are going back here to 2019. Right? There was a top in the bull market of Bitcoin and crypto in January of 2017, 2018. And this is about a year and a half after the top. Where are we right now? We're about a year and a half after the top, aren't we? About a year and a half after the top. Okay. Altcoins are going down. Altcoins are going down. Okay. Let's add more to the puzzle. Let's add Bitcoin crypto cap or dominance. And Bitcoin dominance means what percentage of the total crypto market cap does Bitcoin eat up? Well, look at this. Bitcoin dominance was on a big rise. Bitcoin dominance on a big rise. Kind of 3 for 3 so far, aren't we? Let me add in another piece of the puzzle. Let's go to Bitcoin price. This is the yellow line. Bitcoin price had a nice run going sideways. Had a top and another top. See that? Let's go to today. Bitcoin had a nice rise, had a top, looks like another top. Double top after a nice run, double top after a nice run. Even you can see the rise, the pullback, the top, the pullback, the top. The rise, the pullback, the top, the pullback, the top. Let me add in one more piece to the puzzle. This is Tether. Tether dominance. Meaning what? Meaning what? Tether dominance. Meaning what percentage of the total crypto market cap does Tether take up? Tether, I choose because it's by far the biggest stablecoin, right? So let's sum up before we look at Tether. We looked at the altcoin market cap. We looked at Bitcoin dominance, meaning the percentage of the total crypto market cap that Bitcoin takes up. That's dominance. And then the Bitcoin price. Now we're pulling Tether in. Why are we pulling Tether in? Because what did I say? The total crypto market and total crypto market cap are made up of 3 things. Bitcoin, altcoins, stablecoin. Add those 3 up, you have the total market cap, you have the total crypto market. And the way those 3 levers behave really tells you what's going on, what the market is thinking, feeling, and doing, and what it's most likely to do going forward, at least in the short to near term. And that blue line that I have here shows you a correlation that we are 1, 2, 3 for 3, right? The Bitcoin dominance is doing what it was doing back then. The altcoin market is doing what it was doing back then. Bitcoin price is doing what it was back then. And now we're going to look at Tether, right? Because Tether's the last piece. Stablecoin. And flip it. What was Tether doing back here, right? Look at this. Tether had a high, a low, a lower low, a higher high, a higher low. Oh, interesting. What's Tether doing over here? A high, a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, probably a higher low. Oh, goodness. Uptrend, uptrend. Dominance going up, meeting resistance, altcoins bleeding, making a bearish formation because this is a head and shoulders. It's a bearish formation. This is not a head and shoulders, but it's a double top. The altcoins. That's the red and green bars. Bitcoin price, Bitcoin price. Tether, Tether. So I think we're at this moment. I think we're roughly at about this moment. I think we'll probably see Bitcoin dominance go at least a little bit higher. I think that altcoins are going to break a point and drop. I think that Bitcoin's going to break a point and drop. And I think we're going to see stablecoin rise. I would think Tether would come back up here roughly to at least this zone, right? Because right now Tether is 7.19%. I would think it comes up to at least 8.5%. I would think dominance right now, which is 51.6, goes to 52, 53%. I think Bitcoin price is going to go sideways to down, and I think altcoins are going to bleed more. What do you guys think? What do you think about my assessment there? Do you understand why I came to it? I wasn't talking about Tether market cap. I said Tether dominance, meaning the percentage of the total crypto market cap it's taking up. Very, very, very valuable to see how the market is behaving. I'll just repeat myself again, because I believe repetition being a big component of learning, and you're not on here to teach me anything. I mean, I do learn things, get aware of certain things, but you're here to learn some things. The entire crypto market is made up of three things: Bitcoin, altcoin, stablecoins. We agree? Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Stablecoins are stablecoins. Altcoins, that's very interesting, because there is a lot of diversity in that altcoin market, isn't there? You have like Solana and Polygon, right? Cardano, right? In terms of altcoins, those are probably on the lower end of the risk spectrum for altcoins. But the risk spectrum is very wide in altcoins. Bitcoin, it is what it is. Stablecoins, it basically is what it is. Altcoins, huge risk spectrum. All the way from your most solid altcoins, you could count Ethereum in that, I'm not. Solana, Polygon, maybe Cardano, things like that. Chainlink, solid. But then you got meme coins all the way on the other end of the spectrum, at the highest risk end. And the way money moves through the market, where does it go first? Bitcoin, Ethereum, then large cap altcoins, the lowest risk ones in the altcoin market, then medium cap, more risk, in the middle, low cap, getting riskier, micro caps, getting really risky, and then finally meme coins. End of the road, highest risk as it gets. And when that happens, over. It's over, because there's nowhere else for money to go. It's going to move into stablecoin, maybe Bitcoin, but the smartest of it knows that it's time to get into stablecoin and cash out. So you'll see stablecoin rise as everything else drops. Let's try to find instances of that. Let me pull up. Do I want to go through the effort of setting all this up? Oh, do I already have it set up? Oh, look at that. Oh, I might already have it set up. Oh, no, it goes back that far. Oh, sorry for having to look up my nose. Let me see here. Does this go back far enough to really show what I'm trying to show you? I don't think so. What's stopping it? Is it Tether? It's probably Tether stopping it. Nonetheless, I don't want to go back through it. I went through so many charts today. Please do a recorded version of this info. Hit the follow button and the notification bell. It's a pain in the butt for me to upload these to YouTube, but I probably will eventually. Takes forever to download these things off of the TikTok live stream. I'll probably, with that being said, follow me and hit the notification on this account. Be sure to follow my backup account, literally, because this account we're on right now is in jeopardy. So that's why I made a backup account. Go follow me there, because I'll probably start doing some live streams. And if something happens to this account, this is where I'm going to go. And if you don't follow now, you probably won't remember that this is my backup account. And then I also have a YouTube, Daily Crypto Bull. Okay. I'll probably start doing some live streams over here. And if I do post these live streams from TikTok, I'll post them over here. So be sure to go follow me over here on YouTube also. Like what I shared with you guys and gals, you folks today. What I shared with you today is the culmination, of years of experience, being able to even think to look at this stuff and then to be able to interpret it. Am I always right? No. Am I necessarily right about this? No. Because we can't work in certainties. We can only work in probabilities. And when I see these types of things line up because of what I told you about how they are connected, tells a hell of a story. And could something come out of anywhere to make it extra bad or extra good? Yeah. Jack says, who's paying attention? Pulling a Calvin Hill statement. Exactly. Okay? And by the way, if you think my free stuff is good, you should see what my paid stuff is. Put a 1 in the chat if you're at all interested in learning more about crypto trading or DeFi. So if you're interested in leveling up your game, putting more tools in your tool belt, becoming more of a sophisticated crypto investor, right? Go over here to dailycryptobull.com. Take a screenshot if you need to. This is all about trading, right? This allows us to profit when price goes down, earn crypto when price goes up or down without spending money, and it's beginner friendly, instant access, videos, yours to keep forever. And let me show you over here, this is my private Discord here. I'll tell you how you can get in the private Discord in a second. But here's a trade I did, but who cares what I'm doing? I really want to show you this because what I did is on the 7th here, I posted, I'm trying to get along at $1.85. We were talking about, ApeCoin, okay? And then I put my position there, and then the next day I posted, all right, I closed my position. So I got in at what? $1.85. I got out a little over $2 on this long, and I made 92%. The price didn't even go up 10%, yet I made 92%? Paid to me in Tether, and I didn't even buy anything? Crazy. But who cares what I'm doing? Let's show you other people. Look at Hector here. Here's a short. He got into this SOL trade at $21.38. It went down to $21.09. Yet he made 27% because the price went down. Interesting, huh? Profits paid to him in Tether. Here's another one he did on Matic. And he's crushing it. There's one I did. Who cares what I did? Is it working for other people? Here's Oreo. He got into this SOL trade, did a short. Price went from 1978 to 1937. He made 41%. And I could scroll here for quite a while. And you will see lots and lots of these. We even have some where you can do trades and earn ETH or Bitcoin too instead of Tether. I could scroll for quite a while, but what I'll tell you is most people didn't know how to do any of that until they took this masterclass right here. And then, so that's trading. This is not get rich quick. This is an active skill to be learned. This is a passive. This is passive down here. This is DeFi. These are videos step by step showing you how to do something one time and then earn these kinds of yields in these types of coins, right? So I'm earning Ape, I'm earning Atom, I'm earning ETH at roughly these yields on a yearly basis, right? So for every 100 Ape I have in a year, I expect it to be roughly 160 Ape. And I expect Ape to get to $100 to $300 in the next bull cycle. So to me, that's $6,000 to $18,000 that I'm just earning because I did something one time and now I'm passively earning every day. If that is interesting to you, right? These are all videos, step-by-step, newbie-friendly, instant access, yours to keep. They're very inexpensive. I meant to raise the price. I keep freaking forgetting because I just keep a sale going. $19.99 for each of them or $35 for the bundle. Very inexpensive. And if you ever wondered how to set up a crypto portfolio as an add-on, I have my portfolio secrets guide. I cannot understate how valuable it is to know how to set up a portfolio. Again, there's the link, dailycryptobull.com. Take a screenshot if you need to. I will be raising the price on them very soon, back up. What I'll say, if you're on the fence a bit, I'll say most people don't hesitate to drop $20 on a beer at a football game. And there is no value in that, right? So, I mean, these are so inexpensive, I feel silly even having to try to justify the price because it should be worth a lot more. One of the most common comments I get from people after they get it and watch it and use it, they go, "Oh my God, I cannot believe that's all you charge. I would have paid thousands of dollars for this now that I know what it is. Holy shit." And other people are like, "Oh my God, I wish I'd gotten this sooner. I have missed out on so much because I didn't know this sooner." Stuff like that, you know? And to be straight up, like the masterclass, I used to give that away for free. I spent 3 months making it. I gave it away for free. Hundreds of people got it for free. Problem was, at the time at least, it was about a 2.5 hour masterclass. And the average watch time was only 8 minutes, meaning most people didn't even push the play button. Hundreds of people. Pretty good sample size. I'm like, well, how can I get people to watch it? How can I get people to use it? And I'm up for a walk one day and a thought hits me. And it says, when people pay, they pay attention. I thought, damn, that's probably true. So I started charging for it. Not much. Guess what happened to the watch time? Went up to almost 2 hours. And then people started messaging me like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. ETH price just went down and I got ETH. Wow, Bitcoin price went up and I just got Bitcoin. I didn't even pay anything. I wish I knew this so much sooner." So then when I came out with the Yield Wizard course, I never gave it away for free because I realized if I give it away free, people won't use it. They need to pay something so that they'll actually watch it and use it. Even if it's only $20, the odds of you actually watching it and use it go up dramatically if you pay something for it. I'm not getting rich from this. I'm making shit from this. It's changing my life. But you can definitely do something for yours. Level up your skills, put tools in your tool belt. Like the DeFi ones, you can get those implemented today. And then you're done. And then you're just earning every single day. You have a lot more to lose. And if you don't like it, if you don't like this stuff, I'll give you your money back and you can keep it. I can't remember the last time someone asked for a refund, but the offer stands. So, I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. What if a lot of cryptos become securities? Excellent. Excellent. Then we have some clarity. G, it talks about both. Talks about both. And that's why the fundamentals course breaks into also. Then cryptos that went 60x. Oh yeah. There's cryptos that went, like Polygon went 100x. Cardano went 100x. What else you guys want to talk about? I'm probably going to pop off here pretty soon. Shared some good stuff today. I'll be, circling back to that stuff, bringing it up periodically, because I find it to be I haven't seen anyone else talk about this, right? That correlation. I mean, I really hope I educate. By the way, again, if you think my free stuff is good, you should see how fucking amazing my paid stuff is. You're going to message me and you're going to go, "Oh my God, bro, I cannot believe that's all you charge." Like Ape, right? You got how much 100 Ape costs? $200 right now? $200 to get you 100 Ape. If you just do the Ape thing, then in a year you'll have about 160 Ape. It's 68 that you just, by doing this, right? And then in 2 years when we plan on selling, probably have over 200 Ape, right? Because you're earning that yield every year. And I expect Ape to be $100 to $300 based on my price projections, which aren't just pulled out of my butt. You guys see that I'm thorough. So that's $6,000 to $18,000 for those Ape that were earned in the first year. And you're hesitating over $20, $35. What's the risk reward? Anyways. Do you earn the token when shorting or USD? It depends on which way you set up the trade. G. I answer all those questions and so many more that you don't even know to ask in the masterclass and the fundamentals course. What's my favorite book on investing? I don't know if I really have one to recommend. I don't know. Like, if you ever read George Soros's book, his main one, it's very hard. Most real good investing books are very hard to follow because they are very intellectual. So I think understanding fundamentals of how markets work is probably the best, in my opinion, the best way to go, right? Jared, you can change it to a different country, right? Just get a VPN, put it wherever. Do you accept USDT as payment? I wish. I don't know how to set up. I'm not that techie. I don't know how to set up. I would much prefer crypto payments, but whatever. It's what I have. Nano Ledger. I use a Ledger Nano X. I suggest you do your own research to make your own decisions, but that's what I use. Bitcoin is pumping Loom. What's up, Lysergic? You know, from what I'm looking at, Lysergic, that would really surprise me. That would really surprise me. And I think we need to be careful about using extremes like